What's going on, Jeromes? It's the day before the draft, and we're going to get into the Vikings potentially making a move for the quarterback of the future. All signs, whether it's them not extending Kirk Cousins, them being sort of cool about Kirk Cousins' future past the season, as well as all the smoke, all the mirrors, all that stuff, it's pretty clear that the Vikings should be in on a quarterback, whether it's Bryce Young. Not going to happen, but, Stroud, Richardson, Levis, Hooker, McKee, DTR, whoever. And with Richardson, I can't get over Anthony Richardson because if you're going there's no sure things in this draft. And there's no sure things in most drafts. I mean, hell, even Joe Burrow wasn't a sure thing. Well, we played with Jefferson and Jamar Chase and all that stuff, right? But Anthony Richardson, he has an unlimited ceiling. Like, he's already got a pretty high floor, given his movement skills. I actually think that he's a better runner right now than Justin Fields is, and Justin Fields is one of the most electric runners in recent NFL history. But given his arm talent and working on mechanics and getting into an NFL offense and being synced up with a true offensive innovator like Kevin O'Connell, I just cannot believe what the future could be. And I understand the drawback on Richardson is, hey, the Vikings would likely have to trade up very high to go get him. Fully understand that. But sometimes the juice is worth the damn squeeze. And I think that even if Richardson pays out on 80 cents on the dollar of what his potential is, that's already a Pro Bowl player. It really is. So the pros of the Vikings landing Richardson is you have a potential literal game-changing quarterback, and the cons, the drawbacks would be you're gambling with a couple of first-round picks. That's really about it. So I think that no gamble, no future. I would love to see the Vikings go up and make a move to get Anthony Richardson. And a lot of the local beat writers agree. Will Ragga Sports Illustrated, Ben Gessling and Star Tribune, they're all advocating the Vikings move up to go get Richardson. Do they know a little something? I mean, they're very good at their jobs. They're big J journalists. They all got sources. So maybe there's something there. Who really knows, man? But Richardson, I mean, I know the people are going to clap back at Richardson and be like, oh, he's inaccurate. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. That's why you're betting on potential. Like, if Richardson in the pocket was like Joe Burrow in 2019 LSU, he would be the number one overall pick, bar none. He still might be the number one overall pick, but you're betting on the potential here. I mean, he's 6'4", he's 244. He's literally the most athletic quarterback in NFL Combine history. He's absolutely insane what he did at his size, running a 4.4 40, explosive in the jumps, 40.5-inch vert. It's just insane, man. Plus, you got to factor in, he's literally 20 years old. When he gets drafted, he'll be 20 years old. He turns 21 in May, so he can celebrate with a Michelob Golden Light here in the great state of Minnesota, or whatever, a Castle Danger Cream Ale. But redshirt sophomore. So this kid is 20 years old. He played 973 offensive snaps at Florida. He was a one-year starter. So he's got all the potential in the world. He really does. And people poo-poo, well, he completed 53% of his passes. Oh, he only threw for 2,549 yards. Oh, he threw 9 picks to 17 touchdowns. But did you see some of the weapons on that offense? I mean, Billy Napier is going to do a great job at Florida long term, but that program is in a little bit of disarray. And a lot of the games, they just said, hey, Richardson, hey, 15, go out there and be Superman. And he did it. He did it quite a bit. So you have a guy who's a first-year starter in the big bad SEC, and he drags his team's ass to a handful of wins, and he does it on the ground. He does it throwing the ball too. And yes, you could say that his short intermediate accuracy needs work. Yes, I fully understand that. And you could say, well, he's just a running quarterback. I very much disagree with that, but I understand where you're coming from. But also, Richardson's movement skills in the pocket buys him time, and he's always looking downfield. So there's quarterbacks that first sign of pressure, they take off, and they look to run. And there's one of them in our division right now. But with Richardson, he's always looking to make that throw, and that's the first thing. That's the first thing that you need to do as a quarterback. And Richardson, like I said, he is going to be 21 in May, and add a couple pounds to that. So he's huge. Like, we're talking about Dante Culpepper-esque, and we all love it. Dante was my quarterback growing up. Getting your roll on, baby. Oh, that's right. Where he has an elite arm, probably the strongest in the class, and there's a difference between him and Hendon Hooker. Where Hendon Hooker has the best deep ball, Richardson has the strongest arm, and that includes Will Levis throwing 50 yards from his knees. I don't really care, but size and speed would make him an immediate threat on the ground. That's where his floor is right now. It does need a mechanics overhaul, but his ceiling is unlimited. Like, Richardson honestly could become a top 3 quarterback. I mean, I wish I could say that that's, blowing smoke up the kid's ass, but he literally could be. Given his size, given given the danger of him running, given his arm strength, given his propensity to work, his willingness to learn, his high football IQ, I think he has a chance to be a very special player in this league, and he really is the boom or bust prospect at this stage. And his scouting report from Lance Zierlein, NFL.com, projection round 1, NFL comp Cam Newton, which is close, but I don't even think it. I actually think that in a lot of ways, Richardson has a higher ceiling than Cam Newton, which is ironic since Cam went number 1 and also was a Florida quarterback back in the day. Overview: dual threat quarterback with an elite physical profile and has a lot of work to do that needs to be done to reach a potentially high ceiling. Richardson's frame, arm talent, and mobility will demand respect as a potential first-round option. He has the ability to make the plays on the move that very few of his NFL peers will be able to make. However, his accuracy on short and simple throws left much to be desired due to, in part, his shoddy footwork and inconsistent rhythm, which is almost like you would expect out of a first-year starter in a major college program. The footwork can be corrected, but the challenge will be determining whether he can be at least a functionally accurate passer at the next level. Richardson's potential to strike with the deep ball, attack the secondary from sideline to sideline, and gash teams with his legs create greater leeway in his projection as a developmental prospect. Ultimately, he will succeed or fail based on his ability to play with better post-snap recognition and deliver the football with consistency. And especially when you have Justin Franklin Jefferson as your wide receiver 1, got to keep him happy, got to get him the football consistently and accurately. And for me, so it kind of goes back and forth. So I actually do secretly love me some CJ Stroud. I don't understand why all the hate is coming out against him. It's clearly a smokescreen, but whatever. But yes, I would put Richardson above Levis and firmly in that top 3. So I would go up and get him. And yeah, the Vikings, if they want Richardson, they're probably going to have to go up and get him. I'm not buying him getting to 23. So I'm not buying Richardson getting past the Raiders, the Falcons, the Tennessee Titans, hell, the Texans at 12 if they don't take a quarterback at 2. The Patriots, no. The Commies, no. Obviously the Buccaneers. So I'm not buying any of these ridiculous scenarios where he falls to 23. But how far do the Vikings have to go up and go get him? I think if he gets past 4, they have to get Seattle on the horn at 5. Or maybe moving up to 2 or 3, maybe cost prohibitive. And I know people like to hang on to the future first round picks. Or, next year is so much better. Maybe the Vikings won't be in a position to go up and get a guy next year. It's kind of crazy, man. So Kevin O'Connell, Kwesi, reportedly they've been doing a lot of work on Richardson during this draft process. If you determine that he's the guy, go get him. Go freaking get him. Go get your guy. Make this happen, man. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. Anthony Richardson, pros and cons. Mainly pros. Cons are just the draft picks. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.